106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it. Wow!
Welcome back to the Blues Brothers Minute. This is the show where we discuss the film The Blues Brothers 2 minutes at a time. I'm one of the people who's doing that. I'm Tom Taylor, and I'm here with the other two guys who are doing that. One of them is Mike DiMaria.
Is there any shtick planned for this episode? Do we have anything planned?
Well, that would be telling, Mike. We'll just have to wait and find out. Uh-huh. Who's going to wait and see Dan Lewis? Oh, Dan Lewis.
Yeah, I'm right here. Can you hear me talking through my particulate mask?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Oh, God. Are you really?
I am now wearing my particulate mask.
Wow. Inside?
Why
Do you
have
need to do that inside?
I sound like
this. Oh, that's right.
With it.
Yeah,
without
that's right.
it.
He's in that state
now
that's
with
burning.
it sounds like this.
Yeah, you sound a little...
We have an air quality index of about 300 right now, which is like, summer, dead of summer in London in 1910 with no wind.
Like Jack the Ripper weather.
It's Jack the Ripper weather.
Saucy
You
Jack.
can see him coming through the smoke.
Yeah.
Hoy, hoy.
Right. It's what's that one where they make the pies out of the people?
Soylent Green?
No. They make pies out of people. It's a musical, isn't it?
Wait, like Sweeney Todd?
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, that's it. The barber.
Is that really what happens? They make pies out of people?
Yeah.
I know they chop people. I guess they do. Yeah, the butcher. Okay.
Tom doesn't know how that movie ends, or Soylent Green doesn't know what happens at the end of Soylent Green.
Don't tell me. I'm going to see it this weekend.
People.
What?
They're made out of people.
I can't say there's any shtick involved, but yeah, why don't you give us the bookends there, Tom?
All right, here's what happens in minutes 73 and 74 of the Blues Brothers Extended Edition. First, the people are still hooting and hollering outside a Ray's music shop because they just danced to a nice song. Jake and Elwood say they'll buy some axes. We jumped the gun last time, by the way. We started talking about axes.
You jumped the gun.
They'll buy some axes. I didn't. Mike brought it up. I blame Mike, but I went along with it.
We'll take these axes.
Who brought up the axes last time?
I did.
Mike did.
Be careful of that line with the axes.
I'm not pointing at any fingers. I made that joke last time.
I had no idea what they were talking about until I saw this minute. Go ahead. Do the
You actually do have a particulate mask on because you're muted.
Do the fucking bookends.
I'm trying. They buy some axes from Ray. Then there's an extended thing of them pulling into a parking lot and Howard
Ray
Johnson's.
On today.
Could you put Ray on, pretty please?
He lent me
no
some
one knows
fuck
what you're
books.
talking about. Jake and Elwood make a phone call from a phone booth, but then Carrie Fisher blows it out of the sky with a M79 flamethrower.
Right.
And that's what happens in these minutes.
Right.
I'll take the first question last, and I'll dive right into the second one.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. The first question was about the axes. That's already taken care of in episode 32.
Yeah, we took care of it.
Yeah, it just seems like it's a little tried, that line.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll take these axes. Like which one?
I can mention.
I didn't see a guitar.
I can answer Mike's question now, which is
Okay.
that, yes, he's referring to all musical instruments as axes.
That's wrong, though, right?
And he's wrong. He's just wrong.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. He doesn't know anything about music.
And I would by the way, I don't know anything about music, but I tripped up on that, and I would think that most of the audience would be like, "Oh, wait, axes, really?"
Well, he's a quote unquote blues brother.
Yeah,
he doesn't know how to actually use that phrase.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like if the Rolling Stones were like, they arrived at a gig and were like, "Where should we set up the the thing with it's got the skins on it and it makes the beat. What do you call them? I don't know what it is.
The axes.
Yeah, the axes.
The axes. Yeah. Tom, you don't know anything
allies.
about music, but you don't know anything about music.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I think
I don't know anything about music, but I know what I like.
I have no idea what I was going to say. I had something good, but it's gone now.
Was it good?
A second.
Yeah, it'll come back. Let me see.
Moment of silence.
That's like...
hey, it worked.
All you got is it popped right in the back of my head. Oh, I used a little visualization, a little key.
You're going to lose it again. Say it before you lose it.
Picture what you want,
right.
and then,
and it
I'm really anxious. I'm really afraid he's going to lose it again.
tried to teach me that when I was an up-and-coming athlete. You got to visualize. You got to coordinate. You got to visualize.
Yeah.
No way is he going to hold on to it.
I used to lay in bed. My mom just went from some quack at like the health food store. She purchased like all these subliminal cassette tapes. So I ever had this wicker basket that was right next to my bed and my Sony Walkman. And it was it was like 15 tapes, just, you know, and it would be like improve your athletic performance and stop eating cheese, or you know, it was like all these different things, like stop being such an asshole,
right?
Start being nice to people.
A lot of times, not gorging on cheese will in itself improve athletic performance.
Improve your athletic ability. But I had like 6 of them, like improve athletic performance, improve concentration, tunnel vision. And you would just pop them in, and you'd pop them in, and you just lay there, and it was just ocean waves, and you just listen to the ocean waves. And what they said
was, don't like cheese.
Is the subliminal messages are underneath it, and for some reason that seemed okay to my mom. They could have said, well, this one is to improve your athletic performance, but it's really, you know, how to wield an axe on your neighbor.
Yeah, how to murder your parents.
You know. But as I was saying, okay, I went one too far. Now I go back to the one that I lost, right?
Okay.
How did I get there? So, because I said use visualization, and I said now I remember.
Tree of Mike's mind.
Right. And then I just said, well, I remember this time in the '80s when I had to visualize, and spiritualize and conceptualize by you listening to these in subliminal tapes, right? Right. Okay. So then I found that spot by visualization. I went back and told the story about the subliminal tapes, and now I'm back to what I was trying to remember while I was visualizing. See what I'm getting at? And what it was, I'm exhausted, goddammit. No, but it was like, all you have to do is listen to Voodoo Child, Jimi Hendrix. And I'm standing next to a mountain, chopped it down with the edge of my axe. Everybody knows he's talking about a guitar.
Yeah. Not going to
chop down. He's not talking about an axe.
Drum.
He's taking the two. He's taking the metaphor, and he's saying, stand next to a mountain, chopping it down with the edge of my axe, and he goes into a lake. He goes right into it. So you know. Right. He's up there just chopping down the landscape with his Fender Strat.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. God damn it! I'm exhausted now. My head hurts. Go ahead.
You take a break. You take a little breather. The good news is you can take a breather in these minutes, because it takes them about like a minute and a half maybe to drive across the parking lot of this Howard Johnson's.
Yeah, there's not much going on in this 2 minutes.
There's not a lot going on, but there's some good stuff though.
Yeah, it's pretty good, I think. I mean, they start by. You know, obviously they're broke musicians, and Ray starts by saying that he's going to have to take an IOU, to which they respond uncomfortably with sight gags, which is kind of funny given the blind guy.
Right.
Yeah,
but we're not blind. We get to watch.
Elwood adjusts his tie, and Jake does a thing where he looks at his watch, and you know, Ray just sits there not knowing any. You know, maybe he can sense uncomfortable fidgeting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
See, the thing that I understand
after this.
Okay, so they just went and bought all new or used equipment, right? They just bought it.
Yeah.
But as they're pulling up in the Bluesmobile, you can see inside there are the column speakers that are covered in the shag.
Yeah.
So they're actually driving around with Murph and the Magic Tones amps or the keyboards that he was using.
Yeah.
Because the entire back seat in the Bluesmobile, and I appreciate this because it's like, okay, they got the gear in the car, and they're actually showing you that the gear's in the car. Yeah. Which is a nice detail.
Yeah, it is good.
But they have the thick red shagged axes, as we'll call them, in the back seat of the Bluesmobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we don't see those on stage at any time.
No, you don't see.
That's true.
The plush red.
That's weird. Is it possible that they had no intention of buying anything from Ray's, and they just use it as like a rehearsal space? Like they're like, hey, if we try to buy something from Ray, he'll break into a song, and we'll just
play along with him.
Get a rehearsal in.
Yeah. Whatever Ray wants to play, we're just going to go with him.
But they do buy stuff. He says we'll take it.
I guess, but he's also saying to a blind guy who they're going to rip off probably.
But then it cuts immediately to a car full of Merc and the Magic Tones gear.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I'm okay with. Which goes me to another point. Here's another point. So they left the Ray's Music Exchange during the day, and now they're just driving around aimlessly, right?
Right.
And he goes, I'm going to make a phone call, and he just points to him. Does this phone call concern our first gig? It's like, what are they doing? Just driving around?
They've been driving on for
show
hours.
up at some point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they had to drive out to the Howard Johnsons in Rockford.
Is that where that is?
No, I don't know. I'm
right.
imagining that they were like, let's go to Howard Johnson's. It's an hour and a half drive away.
Yeah.
You know,
Wait, I gotta look it up now.
Got a gig.
You guys keep chatting. I gotta look up where the Howard Johnsons
Oh,
is.
I gotta get. Well, they are pulling up to Howard Johnson's, and Boogie Chillin' by John Lee Hooker is playing. So another John Lee Hooker song.
Let that
Northwest
boy
Tollway, I-90 west of Mount Prospect Road.
Nobody cares about that. It's not there anymore.
No, that's not too far then. But what is that? What is the? Because I'm not far from. Go ahead, say it again, Dom. What exit?
Des Plaines Oasis. It's not an exit. I guess it's like like a on highway.
Oh, I wonder if
that's
thing.
90. It's off 90.
Des Plaines Oasis. Yeah, that's right on the I-90. That's where you pull up and you get gas, and they have the store there.
That's right by the medieval times, isn't it? By Palatine.
It might. Oh, it's right past the airport.
It's on the Des Plaines Oasis. It's not that far, Dan, but it's on that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emil Johnson's right about Howard Johnson's being right.
Johnson being right. The sheriff is near. No, because you got over by Park Ridge, then you got then you start moving into Rosemont, and then you got Des Plaines, then it's Mount Prospect, then it's Arlington Heights. That's the progression. And as you're going, and then when you get to Arlington Heights, past that, then you're at the IKEA out there by the mall.
Store.
Yeah, you are.
So
we get a lot of positive
this
feedback in the listeners' hole about the mapping portions of the show, where we talk about geographic areas that other people don't live near.
Yeah, a lot of people don't get to live near Chicago, and they don't know where these things are.
I used to live there, and I don't care.
We drive by that on a daily basis.
I wish I lived there now. It's like Mad Max where I live. It's utterly crazy.
With the smoke.
There's
we'll
smoke
get into that.
everywhere. Smoke is covering everything, so that it looks like everything's a little out of focus. It's crazy.
No, my friend sent me pictures. That's nuts.
You can look right at the sun.
They're investigating that right now, and they're saying it's most likely, human created. Like somebody had like a stupid campfire or something.
That
and started
would
this
be
conflagration.
Like, how do those
which is often the case apparently.
Really? I thought
most of these wildfires in California, I keep hearing.
But here's something too.
I thought they were natural.
It's not uncommon for it to just be some dummy.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
We're coming to the end of 2018, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, end of days.
And it's like there's forest fires that start up, and yet they burn for days, months, even, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Have we not figured out to be able to stop that, like something from the air,
like water or something?
Just pull every plane imaginable and just.
I don't think it's so easy.
Just water, foam, whatever. Just is there any?
You can
imagine. We would have figured that out by.
But like, imagine the size of it, though. It's like take a nice, big, healthy, rumbling campfire, right, and like take a spray bottle of water and spray it over the top. It's not gonna do shit. You know what I mean?
But that's the other thing. It seems like you don't hear about these things until they are overtaking entire towns and things.
It's because it's
I know it can't be the case.
And the fires are natural.
Right, but I mean, why don't they put them out before they get?
You know what? I don't know. You should call 311 and let them know what.
I'm gonna. Hey, what are you doing?
Have you tried putting them out? Huh?
The president says it's shameful how you're trying to not put out the fires.
Use water on that damn shit.
Yeah.
A bucket or two should do the trick.
That'll do it. Just dump some water on it. I gotta
draw you a picture?
Or can't they take a rug and just pat it down on top of it?
Yeah, why don't they pre-water all the trees? Trees need water. So if you just douse them a little, they're not going to catch on fire.
The violence and the speed with which it grows, and just the incredible amount of energy involved is totally crazy.
I keep thinking, like you were just saying, Dan, like a lot of it is just natural. This is what happens with forests. They catch on fire sometimes. It's part of the natural cycle of the forest. And you start to think, well, maybe the only problem with forest fires is that people live around there. It's like we didn't build houses and stuff and businesses, it'd be fine.
Well, that's the issue with climate change too.
Yeah, that's true.
The planet's fine. It's not. We're just taking stored energy from underneath the thing and then burning it and changing it. The planet doesn't give a shit what you do. It's just that we got people living in Miami Beach.
Yeah, they're going to
got people in.
Maybe we should stop caring about everybody. Everyone should stop loving each other, and then it'll be okay.
That would solve the problem.
Is my mic on or is it not on?
Yes, we're ignoring you. You're just making sounds while we're trying to talk about forest
fires.
Bart, got a cord of wood.
Got a load of wood.
Real good. Got a cord of wood. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Welcome back.
Is my mic on?
Is this thing on?
I'm killing here. You guys are just hearing crickets.
My jokes aren't hitting.
I'm saying Bart over and over again.
I said your jokes are just Howard Stern references.
Yeah. I'm laying a left hook, a right hook, and I'm about to lay you out.
Did you hear me when I said that John Lee Hooker there's another John Lee Hooker song. It's Boogie Chillin'.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you did?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, is that John Lee Hooker? I didn't know.
That's right. It's his first hit. John Lee Hooker's Boogie Chillin'.
Boogie Chillin'.
Really?
You can listen to that riff, and that riff was, of course, stolen by ZZ Top. And not stolen, but appropriated by ZZ Top and outright. And, what's his ass covered this song, of course. George Thorogood covered it straight up, Boogie Chillin'. Yeah. This is a guy who took we talked about this before, but this is a guy who took all of John Lee Hooker's songs, and may he rest in peace. He's buried, like I said, about 1.5 miles from here. I should go visit.
Yeah.
A guy who just basically just takes the song straight up and just does them under this idea of it's an homage, but you're just taking some dude's songs, and you're like, I'm going to be famous for doing them now. It's so stupid.
Well, it's kind of like the reverse blues. I think that's what I'm going to call it. It's the reverse. It's the reverse blues. So you got John Lee Hooker, blood, sweat, and tears recording these songs. Right, went up the charts. Now you got some white soulless guy. Yeah. From Mount Prospect, some just white,
probably from Dairy Country in Wisconsin,
from Darien, Connecticut.
Yeah, Darien.
That's not where you're going.
So then you got some white soulless guy taking those same songs and becoming a sensation from them. You see what I'm saying?
Elvis was a hero to most, but he never meant shit to me.
But I mean, a lot of people first heard one bourbon, one scotch, one beer from George Thorogood, and they first heard that riff in ZZ Top's LaGrange. Mm-hmm. How. They go like this. They go, and it goes, how. And it's the same riff.
Okay, now when you say it's the same riff...
Same guitar.
Like we were talking, I know what a riff is. No, God damn it! I'm just saying, just so much of the blues is so similar to each other. Is it? All right. Jesus I'm just saying. Christ. Okay, I don't have. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Let's entertain this.
Let's entertain. They say there's no such thing as stupid questions, but let's take the stupid question and entertain.
So there's a blues progression, they call it, Tom, like a 12-bar blues progression. We covered this already, right?
We covered this many times.
Covered.
Right.
Each at the turnaround.
So that is not tied to any song. That's just a blues progression. And you can sit down and say, let's do the blues progression, 12 bars. And you could do that and just make song after song after song following that progression, right?
Right.
That's not stealing a song. That's just staying within a template and just driving it into the ground. It's like Wesley Willis with his Casio keyboard template,
Right. Yeah. It's no different than making your own Argyle socks. Argyle's already been invented. It's just a thing. It exists. Right. You're not stealing it.
But then you have actual riffs, which is like the Boogie Chillin' guitar riff. And that's what Dan is talking about.
Right.
And then so if you listen to
to my untrained ear, that sounds like everything in the world.
Listen.
But you're saying that's exclusive to this song by John Lee Hooker.
It's not
exclusive. It's
that they're copying too much of it.
No, but he's taking. Okay, right. And John Lee Hooker probably heard that. That little riff was bandied about, but then what he did is he threw on top of it how, and he made that now became his. That became his song.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so it's not just ZZ Top stealing the riff. It's they're doing too much of it. They're doing the riff and the how and they're just kind of lifting the song at a certain point.
Yeah, I'd put it that way. And then they created a new song out of it, but it is, and like the verse part is the how.
Yeah. Suddenly my question doesn't seem so stupid, does it?
Not really. It's kind of complicated. You're right.
2 points to Gryffindor.
But it's
oh my God.
It's that if a riff is distinctive and not like you could do a guitar riff that has say it's got 3 chords in it. But if you could do another one that's like got the same 3, but it's done a certain way and sounds a certain way, that's their riff now.
Mm-hmm.
You could take that those three chords and do your own kind of riff that's similar, and then build a whole other song around it that sounds different, and you wouldn't be said to have stolen anything.
No.
Yeah.
But if you take the riff from Boogie Chillin' and add a how from Boom Boom Boom, now you're just a guy who's just glomming on all of John Lee Hooker's shit and stealing it with a big stupid beard.
Okay, how about this analogy? It's the
not
difference
only a
between
big stupid beard, but also you spin your guitars.
Yeah. It was dazzling.
In unison.
Those guitars are covered in the same plush that Murph and the Magic Tones amps are covered in.
They were.
Okay, so I have an excellent analogy. It's the difference between Puff Daddy doing that. He'll have not him. We'll say Kid Rock doing that Sweet Home Alabama.
No, because that's a sample. That's a sample.
No. Because he just took that song and just kind of like chatted over it and stuff.
That's true.
No, but he also melded it with Werewolves of London.
No, but see, I'm telling you, he just took those two things and didn't make a new thing. He just had those both two established hit songs going. But then you've got bands like De La Soul or something, and they'll take like a piece of like Hall & Oates over here, and then take a piece of Yes over here, and they'll make a new thing out of it.
And that was actually creative and good.
Yeah.
Kid Rock, I guarantee you,
sound.
Right, but Kid Rock had to pay royalties to pull the shit he did.
Well, sure, he has to pay for it, for God's sake.
He has to do it because
he's
going to make money off of their song. For God's sake. I'm just saying, I'm trying to connect with you guys. There's a way of like taking stuff and making a new thing versus taking stuff and just playing it while you're pretending to play your own song.
Yeah,
right.
Just coasting on something that already existed.
The Beatles would take stuff and kind of just. They would just because the music they liked, they were inspired by, and they did it. And it I don't know why some of it works and some of it doesn't, but it just does.
Well, if you're Jimmy Page, you just flat out lifted complete songs.
Yeah, you lift the whole thing from Randy, California.
Yeah, you lift the whole goddamn thing.
The whole goddamn thing.
You walk into Cafe Y in the Village, and you hear some guy named Jake Holmes playing "I'm Dazed and Confused, Been So Long It's Not True."
Yeah, same riff, same everything.
And the next day he goes, the next day the Yardbirds are playing it.
Yeah, I still love Zeppelin though. Somehow they don't bother me with this.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
My mama didn't love. You know what's great about Boogie Chillin' though is it's a boogie, meaning which I think means, or maybe someone can correct me if I'm wrong here, but it means Boogie Chillin' does not do any. Like Mike says, there's 12 bar. You go to the 1, then the 4, and then back to the 1, then you go to the 5. Boogie Chillin' just stays on the 1. It's just one chord basically the entire time.
Where the turnaround, it has a little turnaround in the chord though.
Yeah, it's like built into the chords. It just repeats it. It's almost like the way that sometimes like some songs are just so repetitive. It's just one thing over and over again. That's what Boogie Chillin' is. But such is the talent of John Lee Hooker that he just pulls it off no problem.
Yeah.
Bo Diddley did that too. Bo Diddley
good for him.
Just play the same stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds hard.
And his classic song is named his classic song after himself, Bo Diddley.
Yeah, Bo Diddley.
Really?
That's the name of his most famous song is named Bo Diddley.
Just like Talk Talk.
Oh yeah, Talk, right. That is the only way that Bo Diddley's like Talk, by the way.
And like a Big Country.
Well, I'll tell you what, though.
Good point. Yeah.
To go to Tom's point, Bo Diddley's on the map just because he just played the hand jives 100 different ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bo Diddley's. Really? I mean, I like him and all, but it's not really. I can't say it's
a little sticky. It was a little sticky.
Yeah, it's a little.
He could play that box guitar though, but he had the
burn my fingers.
His song was just the song hand jive.
Yeah.
And that's all it.
How does that? Yeah, that's like a. It just.
It's
how would that
jive.
go? I think it does like a. Just over and over again.
Yeah. Right. You just play that, and you immediately just transform to a malt shop in the 50s.
Got my axe. Got my guitar axe with me. Just in case
threatening some soda
up.
Jerk.
Got my duck ass haircut.
Jerk.
You're watching soda jerk.
Watch it, jerk. What movie's that from?
Oh, Caddyshack.
Yeah, that's from the film Caddyshack.
That's from Stripes.
Oh. What is?
You watch it. Oh, no, you're right. That is. I was thinking about...
That's from Caddyshack. We did the Caddyshack minute.
Whoa!
Oh,
you make it fucking get fresh.
You know what? I wasn't off. I wasn't... Get here, you prick you. No, I was referencing... I was actually referencing...
Donnie Brasco.
I was referencing the part in Stripes when his smart talk makes them add to the mile run, and he goes, I say this run should be postponed till this platoon is better rested. He's like, okay, we'll make it 10 miles. Right. And as they're getting down, they were going up to Winger, and in the normal movie, the unedited version, the guy goes, nice going, asshole. But in the edited version, it goes, nice going, jerk.
Jerk.
Nice going, mother, father, Chinese dentist.
No, he goes, jerk.
But yes, Murph and the Magic Tones.
Murph and the Magic Tones.
All right.
The car is now the Bluesmobile. I just noticed this. I just never noticed before that they'd crudely transformed it. Using white spray paint and like it's like a backup Bluesmobile now. There's 2 Bluesmobiles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're a squad. Now
there's a good... Did you guys notice something here in this one? So right when Mr. Fabulous says, does this phone call involve our first gig? He goes, have I ever lied to you? And he rolls his eyes.
Yeah.
The camera pulls back and everybody's annoyed except for Matt Guitar Murphy, who's just smirking and laughing. That son of a bitch.
He can't act.
No, it's just what it is I got it. I go, Matt Guitar Murphy just loves the Blues Brothers.
He does.
And they love him. It's like he's the one that gets it. He's like, oh, I love that Jake, the way he does that. I love it.
Jake, the Blues Brothers.
That's a very good point, Mike, because you're drawing it back to the other fact which was mentioned before, which is that he's the only one who's not pissed off to see them.
Yeah,
very good.
And Jake and Elwood were overly excited to see him.
They were.
Jake!
Much more than they were like mad at Murph and the Magic Tones, but they're like so excited to see Matt. I gotta say though that that little exchange, like, does this have to do with our first gig? Have I ever lied to you? That's like such a, you expect like the canned laughter from Different Strokes or something right there. It's like a very like weak sitcom setup joke thing, and it's
like that's almost his like
this movie.
That's like the catchphrase, like, what happened?
What happened?
Have I ever lied? Who, me?
Have I ever lied to you? Oh, you.
Have I ever lied to you? Oh, Jake, I can't stay mad at you.
What you talking about, Willis?
Get over here.
Oh,
it's like saying
Dad.
Kid Dynamite.
Yeah.
Kid Dynamite.
Oh, that's funny. Right, the whole
thing. Speaking of canned laugh.
I'm being polite. I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm just laughing to be polite.
I'll tell you, I'm already, I'm tired of the Carrie Fisher sideline here now. I'm done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the side story. It's like, okay, here we go. I got
time, though.
Oh, Tom, go fuck yourself.
Though. When she shows up, you're like, wow.
Beautiful. She's got a flamethrower.
She just looks incredible.
But you're skipping them hanging out in the phone booth. It's got my favorite line maybe from the whole movie. That's an exaggeration, but I love it when Elwood's just like, who are you going to call, Jake?
Yep.
Like it sounds like Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy or something.
But it's impossible not to think about the Ghostbusters there, isn't it?
Yeah, who are you going to call? I'm going to call the goddamn
Ghostbusters. He actually says it that way. He says, who are you going to call?
Who are you going to call?
And it's like, and no doubt John Belushi would have been involved in the Blues.
That's true.
He would have been involved in Ghostbusters, wouldn't he have? Obviously.
That was. I think that was literally the plan, that it was written with him in mind.
Which role was he going to play? He's going to play the Venkman role? Bill Murray?
I think so, yes.
Or Ramis, maybe. Otherwise, that's why Ramis did it, maybe, though.
No, I think he was going to play Bill Murray, I think.
Oh, God. It's
way better. Yeah, he would have had to be the comic lead in that.
He would be,
This man has no penis.
Chocolate with almond milk.
I think it's way better with, it's got to be way better with Bill Murray in that role.
I agree completely. Yeah. And of course, this is the movie we saw.
Overrated.
Yeah. We saw Ghostbusters with Bill Murray, so it's hard to imagine it with
yeah, but he's also better.
Yeah.
I do like when he follows him to the phone book and just gives him that stare like, I can't believe you just got in the phone booth.
It's really funny. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's so calm. It's like HAL 9000.
What are you doing, Elwood?
What are you doing, Elwood?
It's like he's had a whole life of this. He's had a whole life of his bullshit, and he still can't get over it. Like he just can't. What are you doing?
It's
we
weird
talked about this. You don't do shit like this.
Right.
Yeah. But it's weird. Like, that's the dynamic in this scene, but that's not like the dynamic for their whole relationship. It's not like Elwood's the dummy of the couple or anything. And Jake's like a genius.
Right.
He's I don't know though. He's got like his own. He's on his own. Elwood's on his own thing. He's doing his own thing, and Jake is more business and more like focused and stuff.
Yeah.
But Elwood's no dummy.
Elwood's like flighty, but yeah, he's pretty good. I don't know.
He's more interesting.
He's more interesting to me too. Yeah.
He's got a piece of white toast or white bread that he carries with him just to test out toasters.
Mm-hmm.
Toe.
Don't
there we go.
That shit again, please. Don't
say when someone burns toe.
I miss phone booths a little bit. I like phone booths. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I like them. They're good.
And this one's in the long tradition from Goodfellas years later of phone booths that are clearly not connected to anything.
Yeah.
There's no apparatus connecting this phone booth to anything in the world.
They move it around like a golf hole in the parking lot, right? They change the holes.
Put it by the big propane tank.
Yeah, I love that too. Yeah, like they obviously they're very conspicuously shooting like a. This is like a literary device, gun. Chekhov's giant propane tank.
Yeah.
Chekhov's giant propane tank that's mere inches from a phone booth. And combine that with like the earlier Chekhov's flamethrower operating manual, and you get something that's pretty explosive.
When you're in writing school,
and not George Brett explosive.
Yeah, right. When you're in writing school and you put something in there and you workshop it, and they say, well, you got yourself a propane tank next to a phone booth.
Right.
In the next chapters, does that propane tank blow up? Well, I didn't think about it. Then get it the hell out of the scene.
We got to get out of there, right?
If it's not blowing up, it shouldn't be on the page.
If you have a large and very clearly labeled propane tank, that's got to go off by chapter 4.
Wait, also Superman 2. Superman 2 also has a phone booth that's not connected to anything, and it gets blown over, and it's just flat on the bottom. Goodfellas, Superman 2, and the Blues Brothers. Yo,
that's when Zod isn't Zod laying waste to the town and the
Zod's got that like dim-witted partner. What's his name?
Yeah, he's like
Cage.
He's like a dim.
He's like dim.
He's like a dim. But he has they all have very flowy shirts.
Yeah, billowy.
Yeah, that was very that just shows the time. They all look like they're in the Bee Gees, that movie.
Yeah. It was
the dark Bee Gees though. They're all in like the Bizarro Bee Gees.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna send you to Earth in Liberace clothes. Or like they say, like that's like somebody's like gonna send them to Earth, and they're doing their research, and the only video they have is of Liberace, so they think everybody wears that.
We understand this is your god, Liberace.
Right.
We've done extensive research on your people.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't understand why you're not bowing to us.
Right.
Yeah. And for some reason, you have to kneel before your god. So when you go down there, make them kneel.
Yeah. Kneel before Zod.
What's that?
I don't know. What are you doing? What was that?
What was that? Superman pulls the fast one on him when he.
Oh, and Superman. You know what? I thought that's what you were doing. And he squeezes his hand. Yeah.
He thinks his power's been sapped.
We understand each other.
That's when he thinks his power is sapped, and Superman kneels and takes his hand. Then you just hear Zod going.
Yeah, I heard a lot.
His hand
got real smushed.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't have felt good. Who is Jake gonna call you guys?
Murray Sline.
Murray Sline. Yeah. Jake's like, he got us these gigs. I got him laid. He owes us.
Yeah, he got a couple gigs. Morgan Park and TikTok.
Yeah, the TikTok.
Right, whatever that is.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. But it seems to me that like getting someone laid is like the highest form of social currency there is. Like you hear that a lot. Like, hey, I got him laid. Or say he owes me. Like,
it's like you owe somebody. I mean, if you go by like the market rates, you owe somebody certainly 4 figures.
And is that also like is that like a thing now? Like,
I don't know.
I'm gonna go have somebody get me laid.
Yeah, could you please get me laid?
Yeah.
Like I don't. Yeah. What? How do I do that?
Yeah. Look, you don't know how to bring this up. I understand you know how to get one laid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm one. Could you get me laid?
Yeah.
I'll owe you.
Short It's a short conversation. Yeah, it takes money. You got some money? Okay, we got it. Boom, you're done.
Okay. Oh, I could have done that. Why don't I just cut out the middleman if it's just
go to that corner? Go around the corner. We got some nice dresses for you over there. No, around there.
You're over there.
Come on, go.
Just go
over
in.
there.
Go in.
No,
right around there. Right in there. I got
scared. It's around the corner. It's around the corner. Yeah, go in. Go ahead.
It's right there. No, it's like I'm gonna need you to lay my friend. Okay, what's his name? Well, it's Murray Sline. Oh, I don't know about that.
It's Maury, not Murray.
Maury. I'm sorry. Isn't it Murray or
Murray Sline? Should do in a second.
Yeah, you're right. Maury Sline.
I actually have no idea. I've never seen this.
Fakakta suits. You're still wearing those Fakakta suits?
Mm-hmm.
Like Wasapamanti.
I don't know where the TikTok is. Nobody knows.
Get us a drink.
Would she have? With this, was she counting on what?
I didn't insult anybody. No. I didn't insult on nobody. Get us a drink. Get us a drink.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. No, it was Carrie Fisher. Wait, I'm just gonna keep talking.
Okay, I'm stopping you right there. I'm stopping everybody right there.
Oh my God, what?
Go ahead,
so
Tom.
hard.
I'll let you finish.
Thank you.
Get us a drink. Go ahead. It's Carrie Fisher bullshit, but go ahead.
They set up this whole flamethrower thing. It would have done nothing if they hadn't happened to be in a phone booth right next to a propane tank. Like, was she counting on them to be next to a propane tank at some point?
No, I think it just does extra damage, like in a video game. Like you might be able to take somebody out with a flamethrower, but if they happen to be next to the propane tank, then goodbye them, goodbye the whole band.
And isn't that work? That's usually worked into the video game. Say, okay, you got 30 bullets in the magazine. But for some reason, I can't get by this scene. I'm always running out of ammo. It's like, because you're not utilizing the oil drums over there. You hit that oil drum, you take out 4 zombies. You
take out a bunch of
zombies. Like in Smash
I love
TV.
those zombies games.
Zombie killing.
And at the beginning of the game, like in the first scene, they'll pause it for a second, and then they'll show you. They'll make it glow, and they'll like as if to say, like, when you see one of these,
shoot them.
Yeah.
Not to give anything away, but keep your eye out for this thing.
Somebody ought to make a video game that doesn't walk you through any of that stuff, and that you really do have to figure out everything. Be way better.
But the zombies is a great invention in the realm of video games because there's two things that you in video games that there's just you don't have a guilt, and that's three. You got zombies, you got Nazis, and you got aliens. You can kill either all of them.
Yeah.
You know? But it's like this grand theft off where you're just shooting people in the streets. It just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
It sickens you.
It's a little bit sickens me. One of the guys running around looked like a Blues Brother, and you'd always have to you accidentally shoot him, and you feel terrible.
But with the zombies, you don't feel that. You just feel like I got to protect myself against these zombies. The human's already gone. You're
putting them out of their misery.
Yeah, give us a drink. Okay,
give us a drink.
All right, now I'm going to go back to what I was saying. Thinking back to the Mr. Man train.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Now, I want you to think creatively on this one.
Okay.
Because I think it might work. I got to listen to it again, but it might work, and it's a real short one.
Okay.
You got to think about it. Say, Mr. Man. Okay, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the last one? He'll call him, or he'll keep calling me. He'll come over, right?
I don't think.
No. Then we added. You ate sand. We ate sand.
But that didn't get added.
Oh, that's right.
It did. We just haven't heard the whole. It hasn't been. We heard it when we added it.
Did we add the he'll come over? He'll come over. Did we get that one?
Yeah.
Is that for sure?
That one actually.
Yeah.
I thought I shot it down.
No, you didn't shoot it down. You okayed it right on the air.
No, you don't.
All right. So
no, you don't.
Okay. So the next one is we ate what? You ate sand, right?
We ate sand.
Mm-hmm.
I love that one. we had a crawdaddy.
Sand. Yeah.
We found. We ate sand. You ate what? We ate sand. You ate sand? That's right.
Yeah. That's great. You ate sand.
No, that's right. No, so this one's going to take a little work.
You ate sand?
Okay.
Yeah, he's mad. Yeah. That's what I like about it. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, so this one's a little different, but it might fit in the pocket. You just got to
Don't get all cheesed off if it doesn't, though. Okay?
Don't fuck with me just because you want to either.
I know I won't. I'll treat it honestly. I'm
worried that we're going into a realm.
No.
You both are just going to confound me at every corner.
No, I cannot.
See me start to lose it.
I can't wait for you to get a solid addition to the thing again, so that we don't
actually
have to
the crawdad one was mine, was it not?
Oh, that was yours.
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
it?
right. It's yours.
So
you're
go
in the black
yourself.
now.
Let me tell you something else. If it wasn't for my Mr. Man, I want a hamburger, I want a cheeseburger, you two would be still
you started
trying
the whole
to get
train.
this shit show off the ground.
We'd be all engine and no caboose.
All right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sounds sexy.
Yeah. All right. Shut it the fuck up. All right. So now, it's now just got to think about it. It's the nah. You're a little out of line yourself. Little out of line yourself. Little out of line yourself. You
I don't know. I have to hear it.
Nah. Little out of line yourself. Nah. Little out of line yourself. We ate what? We ate sand. You ate sand. Now let me do it. Let me do it.
Sorry, do it.
No. Little out of line yourself, Dan. All right, let me do it. You ate what? We ate sand. You ate sand? That's right. No. Little out of line yourself. Little out of line yourself. Give it a shot. Work. Let your mind.
That might work.
Mike,
the way you're doing it, it sounds like
you do the whole thing?
Can I play the whole thing?
Can you play the whole thing? Would it work?
No, I want to know if somebody could do it from memory.
Oh, could say it. I think I could. Well, I've been editing these things, so.
Yeah, but Tom, go ahead and do it.
Okay.
It's like a Shakespeare act.
Mr. Man. I want a hamburger and I want a cheeseburger. Toby Wong. Toby Chong, fucking Charlie Chan.
You missed something there, but that's okay. You
Did
shortened it a little bit. Shortened it a little bit.
I shortened that piece, you mean? The Toby Wong
I shortened it a little, but it's in the
It's fine. I'm hitting the points. Mr. Man, Mr. Man. Hamburger, cheeseburger. Mr. Toby Wong. Sir. Fuck me. He'll keep calling me. He'll make me feel guilty. And I'll make me feel guilty. And then it's Sand. We ate what? We ate sand. You ate sand? That's right.
You said between every single one of them.
And then no. You little line yourself. You little line
yourself. Does he pause a little bit? I'm gonna have to hear. We're gonna have to get a. We'll play it for the folks.
And it works better. It works better when you watch that cartoon one with Underdog.
That's actually really
for some reason.
Wait, I was just on it. I found it on YouTube.
I have a feeling when I go to that dark place after I pass, and I'm on my way down to go get my my punishment.
Yeah.
I think the Mr. Man train may be the one thing that gets me out of that.
Oh, maybe.
I might about to go get stuck with a pitchfork in hell.
Right.
And they might say, no, that's the Mr. Man train guy.
Right.
You know what? You got to pass.
Before you ream this guy with a double-sized, almost molten hot fire hydrant.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, he did the Mr. Man train.
He is the Mr. Man guy.
What?
He might have been a little out of line himself, but he's okay.
Yeah.
A
little out of line.
And he redeemed himself.
Okay, hang on. So I type in
Shinebox cartoon.
Shinebox cartoon.
Why wouldn't you type in Shinebox cartoon? Just do it.
I'll go is it the one with the Hanna-Barbera looking one?
It's it's that or whatever.
Like fucking jerk.
No. You insulted him a little bit. You got a little out of order yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go with I guess I'd go with you got a little out of order yourself. Like that one line. But it doesn't have the repetition though, does it?
You got a little out of order yourself, just that. It's short and sweet, and it sticks with one of our inspirations.
You're saying it's got the high and the low.
Yeah, little out of order yourself. Little out of order yourself.
It's got the high and the low, but there's no sense of repetition.
Doesn't have to be. It could be just the one.
I feel like we risk at some point we risk opening it up so wide that it's too broad and no longer it loses its.
No.
Yeah, I think throw the no in there too. No.
Yeah.
You get a little line yourself. It has a kind of a double.
Yeah.
Because he goes no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot. See what happens.
All right. I say we give it a shot. Let's do it.
Okay. All right, let's give it a shot right now.
Mr. Man. I want a hamburger. No, a cheeseburger.
Toby Wong. Toby Chung, fucking Charlie Chan.
Sir!
Fuck me.
He'll keep calling me. He'll keep calling me until I come over.
We ate sand.
You ate what?
We ate sand.
No. You insulted him a little bit. You got a little out of order yourself.
It works.
Well done, Mike.
But
What?
Okay, I got it now. I got it.
I thought we just did it.
You don't do the no's, okay? Well, hold on a second.
All right.
You just do, I got the flow, the up and the down. You insult them a little bit, that went up. You got a little out of yourself. You insult them a little bit, you got a little out of yourself.
Huh.
You insult them a little bit, you got a little out of yourself. Say it over and over again.
Yeah.
Say it over and over again.
Insult them a
Tomorrow
little
when
bit.
you're at work, just keep repeating.
Yeah.
You insult them a little bit, you got a little, out of yourself.
Good.
All right.
All right.
I'm 3 for 4. I missed one.
Nicely
5.
done.
All right, it's fine.
All right.
You missed one, but it's good.
Get us a
It's
drink.
good to fail because that means you're scoping out possibilities.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
That's right.
I don't like to
You're
fail.
doing the job.
I'm a comedic perfectionist.
No,
Perfectionist.
I'm letting you know that it's good to fail because maybe no one went up there and told you you've been away a long time.
All right. I don't think anybody's ever noticed this about. Now, I don't remember who this character is that's playing like the inspector-looking guy. Right, but I want you all to freeze on his face right now.
Wait, whose face? What are we talking about
right now?
The face.
I have no idea.
On the cartoon.
Oh, okay.
We're doing
the one that looks
the cartoon.
The guy
but the
looking,
audience doesn't even know we're looking at a cartoon.
I don't give a shit about them. This is our show. It has nothing to do with them. Just keep signing up on Patreon, losers.
Yeah, you know the motto. Fuck the audience.
Yeah, fuck the audience. Hey, this is Tom from the future. What Mike is referring to is the underdog version of the Goodfellas scene that we're talking about. If you go to YouTube and type in Shinebox cartoon, you will find it. It is called Now Go Get Your Shinebox. Thank you.
What about him?
This inspector here, inspector, that's the Robert De Niro inspector.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on with his face that's extremely psychedelic, and it's fucking freaking me out. Just freeze on his face when he's smoking the cigar there, right? Now, I just noticed something that's freaking me out. It's freaking me out.
All right.
So, now look at his little mustache, right? You see the little mustache there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, look at that as if that's a little tiny mouth.
Oh.
You see it, Tom?
Yeah, it's creepy.
It's freaking me out.
So you see it's like a little face, and then he's got that big mouth underneath it.
What's that underneath him?
So if you now take that's what I'm saying.
Like
now take your fingers.
Yeah, it's a sputum
Now
sac.
take your fingers, and cover up the thing below it, and just look at the face of the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's weird.
You see it?
That's real disturbing.
You see it?
He's got like the one thin jowl now.
Yeah, he's got like a normal face. It's like a normal face.
A little bit. Really pretty
little
big nose,
and then
though.
You take that away. No, but I'm saying it's like a face on top of. It's scaring me.
Yeah.
Like I am.
Don't look at it anymore,
I don't know if I can
lay
recover
off the
from
grass,
this.
son. Yeah.
I need to get on the
lay
grass.
off the dope. Oh,
Thanks
maybe.
for the dope.
You know what you need? You know what's going to help you out? Some trivia.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. It's trivia.
Hooray.
That will help you out, Mike.
And it's Caddyshack trivia. Caddyshack trivia will make you happy. It is.
I got a special. I got a special trivia from this minute.
Oh, then do it.
I've got one question from this minute. You can't go back and check.
Okay, fair enough.
Who drives the Murph and the Magic Tones Come Blues mobile?
Murph.
What?
I'll say Murph.
Who drives the Murph and the Magic Tones Come Blues mobile?
Who drives it?
Yeah.
Stop saying Come Blues.
Isn't it Willie Hall?
No, it's not too big, too tall, too big Hall. It's Steve Cropper.
Who is it then?
It is Steve Cropper?
He drives. Yeah. And you got
kind of like
Guitar Murphy riding a shotgun. So I don't know. Murph doesn't drive his own Magic Tone mobile.
Hmm.
Yeah. Porque...
He's more comfortable in the back for some reason.
More Caddyshack trivia? What's going on here?
I don't know. I thought we liked Caddyshack
it's
trivia.
So easy, the Caddyshack trivia. We never get anything wrong, do we? Ever.
We've
are we
ready
to retire trivia yet? Are we going to retire it, you think?
I don't think
retire trivia? Period? No, I kind of like trivia. That's how we know the episode's almost over.
Yeah.
What is this guy's name? I'm going to find this. What was the name of this cartoon? Was it Underdog or what?
No, I don't know which
Underdog.
one it is. It's from the
Underdog.
Okay, you guys do your trivia. I'm going to look this up because I know that there's a whole subculture of people that are scared to death from this guy.
Dan and I are going to do a par 4 card here from Caddyshack Trivia.
Okay.
Dan, who says, "Get your hands off her, young man"?
Get your hands off her, young man. That's Mrs. Smales.
That's right, Mrs. Smales. True or false? The actor who played Al Chervik originally quit showbiz at the age 28.
True.
It's got to be questions like that. Almost have to be
sold
true.
Aluminum
right?
siding. No, aluminum siding. You didn't know that about Rodney? He used to be. He quit showbiz completely, and all of Rodney's career that you know about is from the second half of his.
Yeah.
He got back into show. He did look a regular family man for a while, and it just didn't work out.
Now he's a regular weirdo.
Because he'd walk around going at the water cooler, just shaking his legs and doing quick one-liners.
Constantly kicking the aluminum siding by accident, making a cacophony.
Right.
It was awful.
Oh, it's like the Vinny Boo Butts. Okay.
Who tries to make time with Judge Smales' best girl?
Don't you go making time with my best girl.
I mean, the real answer to this is nobody.
Nobody does.
He's accusing somebody of doing it.
He's accusing Danny Noonan of making time with his best girl.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And who is the first person we see jump into the pool on Caddy Day?
Oh, that's a good one, but I think it's probably
it's Motormouth.
Motormouth, but I forgot what his name is. Mitchell? Motormouth Mitchell?
Yeah, Motormouth Mitchell.
Yeah. You know what? That's what I was going to say too, and we're all wrong.
Oh, come on.
It's Spalding, according to this card.
No, really?
Yeah.
We don't know what world Spalding lives in. Does he live in Caddy world? It's really weird. Spalding mixes
That's a really
in
good
with
point.
everybody.
What's he doing there for the Caddy swim? He's a member.
And he's like Lacey Underall. He's in every world at once.
Kinda. You don't want him to be, but he is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's trivia. Hey.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Have you found anything out about the guy in the phantom mustache mouth, Mike?
No, I'm trying to get the names of everybody. It's very hard to find even the character.
You may have been the first person to discover. I mean, that's kind of common to have happen. You look at a car and you see the headlights as eyes, and then it's the whole face, and you can't.
No, but this is like very. This is like the cartoonist having a little fun, but like knowing what he's doing.
Duck and the bunny rabbit.
Now that I see it as his face, it's like he's got a big dumpy front butt, or something. It's really weird.
Like a cow catcher under his mouth.
Right, yeah.
It's
very strange.
Just trying to stay focused. I'm just trying to stay distracted. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you should be focused on this though. I think it's going to freak you out, and you're going to have a bad night's sleep, Mike.
This is the stuff that I focus on, my friend. Get us drink. I'm trying to see what's going on here.
Get us
television here.
All right. Well, listen.
Okay, that's enough.
I'm not done.
I'm
yet.
saying,
I'm not
hey, listen.
done.
What?
I'm trying to get. I'm trying to stay on track.
We'll save it for next time.
I know you.
Yeah, just save it for next time. Jesus, I got trivia next time.
Fuck you, man.
Okay,
I may not be here.
I look forward to that.
You'll be here.
You'll be here. Oh, you know what we didn't do last time? We didn't thank our beautiful Patreon friends.
Oh, we didn't? I'm
sorry. Our Snobatorium buddies. Well, thank them twice. Thank you, Mark Mavora, and thank you, Mark Mavora, and Captain America, and Pork Snorter House, and Pork Snorter House, and May Flores, and May Flores, and Snoke Porterhouse, and Snoke Porterhouse, and Matt Carson, and Scott Bishop, and Scott Bishop, and Private Pile, and his brother Private Pile.
Got to thank the patrons. Thank the patrons.
Thank the patrons.
You know how we should thank them? We'll get them a drink. Get them a drink.
Come on.
All right. You're all a bunch of Jimmy Two Times. The whole lot of yous. Right. Come back next time. We'll see if Mike has figured out the dark secrets of the inspector guy with the weird mustache mouth from Underdog. And in addition to that, we'll discuss the next couple of minutes of the film The Blues Brothers. So come on back next time, you hear?
Yeah.
For next time on The Blues Brothers Minute.
It'll make you shit.
Hey, you scratched my ankle!
Hey, Hey, thanks for listening to the show. Please find us online at bluesbrothersminute.com. That's Blues, B-R-O-S Minute. And then find us on Facebook at Blues Brothers Minute, same spelling, and at Twitter at Blues Bros Min. And if you want to support the show and get some fun stuff like early access to shows and postcards from the three of us, go to www.patreon.com/ditchdiggers. You'll be glad you did. And if you love this show, you will not hate the Caddyshack Minute, which you can find in the podcatcher of your choice, or you can head over to caddyshackminute.com. See you next time.